Shay, 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 Shay. Shay, 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 Shay. Shay, 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 Shay. Shay, 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 Shay.
This is funny. All right, so today on the Shay Show, we're here with Alexa, who is also owner of Ivy Rose. That's a clothing brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any nicknames?
Schwabi. A lot of people have been calling me Ivy Rose though, so it's really like
Yeah,
that's
so like
lit.
that's how they know you by your
Yeah.
clothes and Schwabi. You said?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your last name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. We're here not only to get to know about your clothes and how you created and how you got started or whatever, but we're also here to know about you, Alexa. Before we get into like that, the main topic of why we're here, I feel like it's important for people to know you as a person and why you do what you do and how you became like Ivy Rose and all that stuff.
For sure.
I have to let you know that you are the first female entrepreneur on the Shay Show, so I am very excited.
That's lit! Hey!
So I'm just excited as you are. Like I tweeted yesterday, I'm like, yo, I'm really excited because like this is like the first legit interview that I have. Like I've interviewed my friends or whatever, but it's like those were legit, but they're more like I could just chill, like it's whatever.
Yeah.
But like with you, I'm like, okay, I really have to get to know you, so that's cool. And I like to get to know people. So what are your social media names?
My Twitter, my Instagram are all Schwabi with 3 B's. Then my Facebook's just Alexa Schwab, but I'm not really on there.
Yeah, me either. We leave that for the old people.
Yeah.
Do you have Snapchat?
Oh yeah. Alexa Schwab 01. My
Okay.
Snapchat.
I love Snapchat. I'm
Me
a huge
too.
Snapchat. I Snapchat everything.
Yeah.
So speaking of social media, we could start with Twitter. I had to do a little research on you, so I was like creeping through your tweets. I saw this.
subtweeted you once.
I was
Did
just
you see
gonna
it?
mention. I saw this tweet and it was like, I low key have a crush on this girl. I hope she interviews me. That was me.
That was you.
Okay, because like I was telling my friends, I'm like, I think that was about me, but I'm not gonna take it for me because like, what if it's not? And then
No,
imagine
it's
if you
you.
were like, no, that wasn't about you. That would have been awkward, but it's cool. Okay, so that was about me. That's great. I think you're lit too, so thank you.
Thank you.
I also read that you have a lot of cool things like going on that you haven't shared with anybody. So I was wondering, like, you want to give us like a little Shay Show exclusive?
Of course. Well, I have a collab going on right now. It's I don't know if I can say the company, but it's like this. They're up and coming. I like to do things with like up and coming people because I just, you know. But
I hate bugs.
bro.
No, I can't.
She's not even moving though.
Okay. No, she's like she froze, and I'm here like no. All right, you can
We
sit
good?
down there.
Are we
We're
good?
fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, a Shay Show exclusive. I'm having a collab coming. It's dip. Should I show the shirt?
Yeah, if you want to show your shirt.
It's Dipset. Like this is my favorite shirt. I was gonna wear it to the interview.
That's so fly.
It's-
That is so
Oh, my makeup's on it, but it's fine. It's mine. This is my Dipset shirt, and it's gonna be basically the company. Everything's hand painted, so it's gonna be hand painted. Probably 15 hats. I want to do headbands, but that's not probably gonna be a collab. It'll probably be just like my thing.
your thing. Mhm.
Another exclusive thing is that I don't know, like you guys probably know him, Keisachi. He's really cool people. He's like a rapper, a model. He's really cool. I got in touch with him. He's interested with the company, like modeling wise or anything, which is so lit. And then, never mind. But that's really it. Yeah.
That's so cool though. That's what's up. I went on your website, ivyrose.net. How did you come up with that name?
So basically, Ivy Rose is my middle name, and
That's a dope middle name.
Thanks.
I don't have a middle name.
The thing is, I used to be so embarrassed of it because I think like when we're younger, we're like, oh my god, your middle name's so. So I used to never tell people it, and my grandma, like since birth, was like, I want Ivy Rose really to like let's legally change. I was like, all right, relax, grandma. But no, so yeah, I used to be actually really embarrassed of it. So how that came to be my middle name was originally my middle name was supposed to be just Ivy, and I was born September 27th, Libra gang, and it's on my great grandma's anniversary of like her death, and that wasn't even supposed to be my birthday. So like my grandma was like, we have to name her after Grandma Rosie, and they're like, but we already have a middle name, so it was just like Ivy Rose, and it's so like no one's ever heard of it, so I love it.
Yeah.
Like, so
When I was younger, I used to tell people that my middle name was Star because I didn't have a middle name, so I just made it up.
you look like a star though.
Wow, thank you. I told one of my friends that yesterday. I'm like, you know, because we were talking about middle names, and he was like, what's yours? And I'm like, I don't have one. And I'm like, but I used to tell people that my middle name was Star, and he was like, and people believed you? And I'm like, yes, people believe me.
I would believe
But-
you.
Right? But I don't have a middle name. I didn't get that much love, you know, but it's cool. I really love what you're doing, like with your brand. So, but before we jump into that, I just want to get more personal with you.
Yeah.
So, how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 19, turning 20 the 27th, and I'm originally from Staten Island, but I like Marlboro, New Jersey is really like where I grew up, and
When did you move out here?
I moved here when I was 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been here for like a minute.
Do you still have any friends in like Staten Island?
Not really. I remember trying to keep in contact with them, but like you're 7, like
Yeah.
what do you know? So
That's
not really.
true.
I hope they're all living, though, doing well.
Shout out to everybody in Staten Island. Do you go back to like visit or
Yeah,
you
I
have
went.
family there?
Not really, but I went to cause I don't know, we're just always out in Staten Island, so we went to Tottenville, which is where I was supposed to go to high school. Which, fun fact, it was actually supposed to be a jail.
I love fun facts.
It was supposed to be
Great.
a jail, but it's a high school. It's a really nice one too. But so I went there. I know like a couple people that went there, but I don't really mess with anyone from Staten Island anymore. I wish I did.
So all your friends are like out here in Marlboro?
Yeah.
Do you like it out here?
I love it. I love Jersey. I love Jersey. Like Jersey has the most talented kids. Jersey has the most ambitious kids. Like
Facts.
I love Jersey, and
Yes.
everyone just supports everyone. Like it's so awesome.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love it.
Jersey. But I do think I've outgrown my town. So I mean, I'm like in a year moving to New York because I'm transferring schools.
Okay.
But
What part of New York?
Soho, because I'm going to Parsons.
That's really cool. Are you excited?
Yeah.
That's awesome. What are you going? So you're in college.
Mhm.
What do you go to school for? What are you majoring in?
Fashion merchandise, because there's like in Brookdale there's no fashion design. It's so if you're doing fashion, you're fashion merchandise.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Whatever.
cool. What are your like plans after college? Like once you graduate, you want to like, cause me personally, right now I took a semester off, just because like I wanted to dedicate my time more to the Shay show and just like work a
Yeah.
little, whatever, make some more money. So I took time off, but I'm not really crazy about school. Like honestly, after my associates, I'm good. Like
Yeah.
I don't need to go back for no bachelors, no masters, nothing like that. I'm good just to be like, oh, yeah, I graduated from college.
Yeah.
And associates, that's fine, but like I graduated. So like, what are your plans?
Like when I'm done with Parsons, I plan to be like rich already, established by then. I'm giving myself to 25, but obviously that's a stretch. So if that doesn't work out, I definitely like I've heard back from companies like V-Files, like all these lit-ass companies. So I'm definitely gonna put my way in there because they have a lot of opportunities. But the main goal is of like Ivy Rose to have my own shop, to be my own boss, which I think essentially is everyone's main goal. I
Yeah.
mean, who doesn't want to be their own boss?
Yeah, nobody really likes to work for other
Yeah.
people anymore. So that's cool though. And then like for you to be a female, because like in society, it's like usually just guys that are bosses. I feel like ladies should be bosses too. And then like
100%.
we could just dominate the world together,
We
guys and
can,
girls, and like
yeah.
girls especially. Girls with other girls is like a big thing because girls hate on other girls and don't like to see other girls winning. And I just feel like
So
that's not how.
stupid.
Yes, that's not how it's supposed to be. Like I
Yeah.
feel like we should all like work as a team and
Yeah.
support each other because you just never know. You might need that one girl to help you out and
Uh-huh.
vice versa. So I feel like that's always good.
Right. Yeah.
To be friendly and whatnot.
Mhm.
Who would you say is like your role model to get you like where you were? Where you are now?
My role, I have a lot. Okay. I
Nip
don't-
your top 3 if you have a lot.
I want to say my first and like I don't want to seem like a bitch, but I definitely think I'm my own role model only because I'm just like always trying to like be better than I was yesterday, you know? So like I'm like, all right, what did I do yesterday? How did I make this sale yesterday? What shirt sale? Let's like top that, like, you know.
Word.
So I think that's my number one role model, but my number two role model is definitely Vic Mensa. Like that's my biggest role
Word.
model. I love him so much. And then you said three,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So my last role model.
Take a second.
It's gonna come. Distorted shit.
Yeah?
Okay. That took a minute. Can we cut that though? Okay. That took a minute. But distorted only because like I fuck so heavy with like girls that are bosses and are doing for themselves, you know.
Yeah,
and
shout out to all you female bosses.
Deadass.
We need more of you, so don't be scared. Like,
Dead ass.
do you follow your dreams?
Dead ass.
It
I'm gonna
can
gas
happen.
you right now, but like you might be one of my role models.
No
Dead ass. No,
way.
because like you
Stop.
literally, this is a funny story. I'm gonna get off topic for a minute.
No, that's
but
fine.
I said I came across you on my Explore page on Instagram, and you like, oh my god, I was like, this girl is lit, and like I see the Shay show, and I'm like, no. So I like no, like this. We need more of this. Like, we need more of this. We need more, like, girls in charge. And I think
Yeah.
what we're doing, like, both of us, is really rare to have.
Absolutely.
Like, you know?
And I feel like that's good because, like, we could set an example, especially since we're young, too. Like, we have more of, like, a younger following, our age following, and, like, older people following us. Like, and that's good. So they could see, like, if we're doing it, you guys can
Right.
do it, too. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. And
100%.
I appreciate the fact that you think I'm a role model. I will cry right now, but I'm not. It's too hot. Okay, so that's cool. What's your nationality? I never got to ask you.
That's, up for debate. But, I'm a lot of things. Like, I'm a mutt. I am. So I'm white, obviously, but then, like, I'm also, like, there's a little black in there, but, like, I don't tell people because they think I'm kidding. They're like, no, you're not. So I'm like, okay, I'm not. So
No, if you black, girl, you could be black.
no. Biologically, I'm white. Hi, Dad. But I've been, like, raised, my mom's boyfriend, he's black, but I've never seen color because, like, I'm like, okay, you know? And he's like my dad. So, when people ask me, I'm like, obviously I'm not going to take the role of that, but, like, I do, in a sense, feel like I am because since I was, and I'm not even kidding, since I was 2, he's been a father figure, so I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah.
It's cool because I consider myself black sometimes too because like all my uncles that I grew up with are all black. So I'm black somewhere too.
Yeah.
It's cool. And my name is Black Shanice. Like there's no Hispanic that has the name Shanice, but it's
No.
cool.
That's right.
So how did you get into fashion and art and all the stuff like that you're into now?
So, okay, how did I get into fashion? Well, I've always been into fashion, but I didn't exactly pursue it until about freshman year of college. So I came into college being like a science major, and that quickly went away. So, in high school, I was actually in honors interior design, and everyone was like, be a fashion major, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, that's one in a million, like,
Yeah.
be a fashion major. But, you know what? I took it up, and it's, like, it honestly took off. Like, people were, okay, I want to just give a shout out to my
Go
town.
ahead.
I want to give a shout out to Jersey because deadass, it's so much for someone to be like, I fuck with your shit, like you're really grinding, but it's another thing for them to get their card and buy it, you know? So like, and that's what I've been getting a lot of, like a lot of people buying my stuff, a lot of people supporting, a lot of people like putting in requests. Like I really didn't think it was gonna take off, and I think maybe that's everyone's mindset, just to don't have disappointment. But it really has, and my town's been really supportive. Jersey's been really supportive. I fucking love Jersey, and yeah. So that's just a shout out to my town. Back to the question. I got into so that's how I got into fashion. I got into art basically. I've always been really interested in like graffiti. And
Graffiti's cool.
I love graffiti. I always wanted to merge clothes and graffiti. That was like my final for one of my projects in a class. And then, so I was like, all right, clearly that's a little more challenging. Let's think of the next best thing. And I'm like, hand painting sick as fuck. Like, why don't more people do it? And mainly I did hand painting was because like I didn't really know how to do what these kids were doing. Like screen printing. Can we get that? Screen printing. And so I just hand painted, and I didn't even expect it to take off. I did one shirt, I put it on Twitter, and it got a lot of attention. So I was like, okay, this is cool. Let's run with this.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah. So then that's basically how that took off, and that's how I'm here, blessed.
Yes,
Blessed.
absolutely. Okay, so now that you said all that, that can bring us to your amazing work, which is super creative, and I really love it. Like, when I got the message, like, oh, this girl wants to do an interview with you, whatever, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me see what she does. And I saw it, I'm like, I spilled water, just an FYI, in case anyone sees that.
Cute.
Thanks. So I was like, okay, let me see her work. Let's see, like, what she does. And I went on your website, and I was like, oh, shit, like, this is really dope. I was expecting, you know, like, someone else that does the screen printing, you know, has, like, their whole thing. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But when I saw, like, you do this by hand and, like, you paint this and all, I was like, we got to do it. Get that interview set up, like, ASAP. We have to do it. That is, like, it's really cool because you do this yourself, so it's all, like, one of one. Not one is going to come out the same.
Right.
Because it's not like you copy and,
right.
You know. So, like, I really like the fact that it's like, oh, if I get that shirt and someone else gets that shirt, yeah, we got it from Ivy Rose, but it's not the same.
Right.
It's all one and one. How did this all, like, begin for you? Like, give me a little run through from, like, when you first began to right now, like, all the things that you went through.
So basically, how Ivy Rose began was a Tumblr. It wasn't even my own line, and basically it was just me, posing, styling, dressing, and taking pictures like any other fashion Tumblr. And I actually got a lot of noise with that, and a lot of people were like, wow, like, you dress really cool, whatever. And I was like, great, this is awesome. So that's how I started, was okay, maybe I am different, people are feeling it. So then one day I'm like sitting around and I'm just like, what am I doing? Let me get myself situated and started, because, you know, like, a lot of kids at Brookdale are just like me. So I have to make myself stand out if I'm gonna transfer, you know. And I also want to, like, get experience. Like, go to Michael's, get all this paints. I'm with my sister, and I'm like, I wanna paint a shirt. And she's like, well, let's get a canvas. Why are you gonna paint a shirt? And I'm like, no, I want to paint a shirt. I'm gonna paint a shirt. And she's married, so my brother-in-law Matt, he gave me like one of his old wife beaters, and he helped me. Like, he helps me because I'm not the best drawer, so he'll like help me. Like, I'll have the vision and he'll be like, all right, how we're gonna put this in play, and like he helps me with it. And then, like, it's really cool. I want to show you. So my first one that like really put me on the map was this one, and this is like
and that looks really cool.
This is like, and it says Ivy on the front. It's like really vintage.
Yeah, it really is. I love it.
It's up for sale, but I really hope no one buys it. I've talked everyone out of it.
And is this, like, who is this?
This is, I pronounced it wrong, Naruto.
Is that
Naruto?
Oh,
Naruto. I say Naruto.
Naruto?
Okay. This is Naruto. This is Naruto.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
I really don't watch it, but it's just like a lot of the, like, Max B. I have two Max B shirts. I don't really listen to Max B. I might know 2 songs by Max B, but I like fuck with how it comes out, and I fuck with like how it looks. So it's not essentially what I'm into, it's essentially what I like, what's like visually appealing to me.
Yeah.
So people be like, oh, name 3 Max B songs. Oh, you can't name 3 Metallica songs. You're wearing a damn Metallica shirt.
Yeah, and I just feel like, who cares?
Right. Stupid.
That's funny. Yeah, I have a friend who watches Naruto. I've never watched it, but I don't know, he likes it, so that's cool. I think my favorite one, out of all your, it's hard to have a favorite one with all like your designs being so dope. It's like I love all of them, but my favorite one I think is the J. Cole one.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the first one to sell too. And
Yeah.
the most ironic part was I fucked up on that shirt. A lot of
Yeah.
people won't notice. I fuck up on every shirt, but you'll never notice because like I cover it up. But I fucked
Yeah, to
up.
you know when you fuck up, but to someone else it's like, oh, this is cool. This is art.
No, like I fucked up bad because so we made his shoulder way too big and he looked like Norbit. And I was like, shit. And I'm like, I'm really cheap, like when it comes to 5-year-olds. I'm like, we're not wasting a shirt. And I was like, Matt, what are we gonna do? So, I came up with a plan. I was like, all right, Matt, let's put this green around it. You know, I'll make the lettering green and we'll finesse this. And he's like, all right. So he did that, and I was like, I mean, to me, I'm gonna find a problem with it, but to people, it was like,
Yes.
I love that J. Cole shirt.
Yes.
I was like, shit, okay, thanks.
That's cool. That's funny. Yeah, I seen like you have Dipset, Little Uzi, Young Thug, Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
I
Do you
love
listen
them.
to
No,
them?
okay, so Uzi and Yachty are my like they're my biggest inspirations.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, so what really got me started was like I saw Yachty coming up. He's like, he just turned 19. And I'm like, what? Like, so many people in our generation are so talented. I'm like,
Yeah.
let me get started. So I got started.
Have you ever seen any of them in concert?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna take this off because like take this out. But it's too hot for chokers. Alright, maybe I should answer it when I'm done. It's too hot.
It's choking you for real, right?
I've seen Uzi. I haven't seen Yachty. I haven't seen Thug, but I've seen Uzi. And if Uzi sees this, I love you so much.
Shout out Lil Uzi.
Love you.
Yeah, I seen all of them actually at once for Rolling Loud Festival. Yeah, in Miami.
Are you going?
Yes,
to the,
next year.
Really?
Yes, I have
I'm
to
gonna
go.
try to be out
Okay,
there. My
good.
friend went to Rolling Loud and she stayed at Yes Jules' house. Like, I have
No
the
way.
coolest friends.
No.
Shout out to Rita. But
Shout out
she
to Yes
did.
Jules too. That's my girl. I love
Love
her.
her.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went to Rolling Loud, it was a 2-day festival. Now this year's gonna be 3 days. So like, I'm super excited. Yeah. When I went, it was so much fun. Like, there's so many of us there. Like,
Right.
everybody's just there to vibe. Everybody's smoking and drinking and like having so much fun. There's no fights, no problems. Like, as soon as you walk in, like, there's no girls grilling you. There's all girls just like smiling, like happy to see you kind of thing. Like, you guys have been friends for forever. It's like all good vibes. Like, if you can go next year,
I'm definitely,
go.
yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna try to
you
make
should
that
definitely
trip.
go. Let's see. How does your family and friends feel about what you're doing? Do they listen to the same music you do? Are they like with the shits?
Yeah, no, my friends aren't really like, they're really supportive with it. They were like, obviously, but they don't really listen to the music, you know? But, my family is like, they're so obsessed with my line. They
Yeah.
are so with it. And I just got my mom into Uzi. She's like, I like him.
Yeah?
Like, good girl.
That's good. Yeah, good.
So, yeah, I have like endless support though from people, which I'm always so grateful for. Like, I'll get messages, I'll get like people that I haven't even spoken to in that long. They'll be like, wow, you're really taking off. And I'll be like, good luck.
Right? And it
And
gets,
I'll like send them a care package.
Yes, like you just want to like give everybody things for free. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, thank you so much. Well, you know, we gotta make money
Yeah.
somehow, so that can't happen. Sorry. If you could meet any celebrity that you have drawn, who would it be?
Uzi.
Yeah, right.
Uzi.
To the max.
Because I'd kiss him. I'd have to. It's on my bucket list. It's gonna happen. Just have to. I mean, I've actually like spoken to Brittany, his girlfriend.
I was gonna say.
I've spoken to her through Tumblr. I messaged her because she went to Parsons and I needed advice about it. And she was like, just do what you like. And she's really interactive, which is really cool. Like, I love her. I might not kiss Uzi because of her. I might just kiss her, but, you know, love them both.
That is so funny. So that's cool though that she like was talking to you, not like she
Yeah.
was like, oh no, I'm Uzi's girlfriend. I can't talk to you.
Right.
That's
No,
good.
she's really down to earth. She's
Yeah,
really
I
cool.
love people like that. Have you heard Young Thug's new album?
Yes.
I haven't.
Oh my
How
god.
is it?
It's good. Shout out to Alessandro. He made Young Thug's Jeffrey cover dress B-Files winner.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Lit.
you know, like a lot of people were not with the shits that he was wearing a dress, but like, I didn't see the issue.
When it comes to Thug and what he wears, I'm
The
like,
way he expresses himself.
I
Yes.
protect him.
Yes.
You cannot Young Thug slander his clothes around me.
His style, nothing, right?
No, because I think it's lame. Like, so what he wants to wear a dress, so what he wants to wear a skirt. Like, they're acting like Andre 3000 hasn't been doing this, you know?
Yes, like,
Stupid.
that's what, when I saw, like, all the slander on my timeline once that album came out, I'm like, for what?
I know.
Why can't he do that? Oh, because society says only girls can wear dresses and only girls can do, like, weird shit? No. I don't understand the problem. And then people are like, whoever, like, messes with them is just whack as him, but, like, that's false, like, completely false, because I think we're pretty cool.
Young
and I
Thug for
felt that
president.
yes, like, that would,
That would be
imagine
fucked
Young
up.
Thug for
Oh
president.
my god.
That would be insane.
He'd be
What's
crazy.
your favorite Little Uzi song?
Oh. New York Nights at 21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my favorite one right now is Ronda Rousey, because it just gets me in such a good mood. Like, it's just like,
Everything is so hot that he makes. There's
Yeah.
not one thing he doesn't make.
there was a bee. Sorry. What up? Like, you want to show all your shirts? You can show.
Oh,
them.
no, I don't know. Okay. Alright. This is
Naruto.
Naruto.
Naruto? Wait.
Naruto.
Naruto?
Wait, is it
Have I been
Naruto or
saying
Naruto?
I don't know. This is my man's though.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna name him N. I like it.
This is Dipset. This is my favorite one.
Dipset.
This is my shirt, but I will be making one other of request.
That is so dope. I love how they don't have faces.
Okay, so there's one reason and one reason only I don't do faces, and it's because it simply looks like shit when I do. There's really no meaningful answer.
Alexa.
Oh my god! Okay, there's really no meaningful answer. But, yeah, that's Dipset. This is Dragon Ball Z. This is
Dragon
actually one of my favorite. They're all my favorite.
They should be all your favorite.
They're like my children. When
That
I
is
ship them out, I ship, by the way. When I ship them out, it's like a piece of me.
Ray just goes.
This is Baby.
Oh, I love it.
And the funny thing is, the main reason I made this is because someone I used to associate with, we were going to see Lil Uzi at SOBs. It was really last minute, and he was like, shout out to Khalil. He has a clothing line. He threw one of his shirts, and Lil Uzi wore it, and it was like a free
No
Kodak
way.
Black shirt. Yeah.
I was gonna say you should definitely make a Kodak Black
He's
free Kodak Black
next.
shirt.
Yes, I might do it exclusive. I might do it on a flannel. Ivy Rose may have flannels dropping. Be on the
Oh,
lookout.
shit, yeah. Shout out to Kodak Black, free Kodak Black
Free
man.
Kodak, Sniper
He
Game.
needs to be out of here.
So this is Uzi, and basically I made it because I was like, I'm gonna try to throw it to him on stage, but I was like, I can't throw this. That's wasted money.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe we just could like get a lot of people to just at him
Yeah,
under a
I
picture.
might message
you know?
Brittany though. I
Oh.
haven't tried it yet, but
That's
I think
cool.
I'll do that.
Yeah, especially since you guys had a conversation.
Yeah.
Remember?
This is Max B and French. It's one of my favorite.
I love it.
I hope no one buys
and
this
I love
either.
that there's no faces either on the money. Like
Yeah.
that's great.
There's just no detail. It's very
But it's
simple.
like it makes it dope
Yeah.
like that. Like it's simple, but it's like, oh shit, like you could tell, like, oh, like that's Max B. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
This is actually Soldier Boy. His
Stop
iconic picture
right
of
now.
Pikachu. But we did fuck up on this. You can't see it, but that is why there's like you'll think it was a part of the plan, but it never is ever. But so it went down to here where Soldier Boy was just obese, really. So we had to like cover it up here and then put the blue around, which is really cool.
Yeah, no, you're a good finesser. Like
Yeah.
you and Kodak Black be finesse kids
Oh.
all day, every day.
Love Kodak.
That would be dope. I
So-
like it though. Like that's
Thanks.
cool, and I like the blue. This kind of
Yeah.
blue. I like it. I like how there's like the watches is really shining.
Yeah.
Like, have you played Pokemon Go?
Yeah,
I
I got Pikachu.
haven't.
Then I
Yeah?
just deleted it.
Once you got Pikachu, you deleted it.
There was no
No? Okay.
This is my favorite one, but I'm shipping it out today. Shout out to Blaze. He's gonna take this. But this is my Thugger bomber. It says slime on the front. You don't see that on the website though, and it's actually the dopest part. But yeah, it's one of my favorites.
I like this. So like, this is so cool.
Thanks.
I love this.
I'll give it to you. I won't give it to you.
Stop.
Go to Shay.
This is so cool. Yeah, like I feel like you know how you see your mistakes and nobody else does. I feel like as an artist, as a creative person, as like you being your own boss, you see all the flaws.
Yeah.
You see like, oh damn, like even when I do interviews, like I'll be like, oh damn, like I was moving way too much, like, but nobody else is gonna catch up. Like nobody's gonna catch on that.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're hard on ourselves, and then everybody else is just like, no, like you're fine,
Like, yeah, you
you're
killed
good,
it.
like right. So but I think that's how we're supposed to be, because if we're just like, oh yeah, everything's fine, everything we do is fine, then it's really gonna not be fine.
Right.
So,
I agree.
yeah. Are you content with where you're at right now?
No.
You-
But that's the thing, I never am.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, I improved, but I'm not content. I'm not content until I'm paying my mom's bills. I'm not content until when you see a rose, you think of me.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I think if you're content where you are at, then you're not growing.
Right, that's true.
So
So you're trying to make this into like you have your own store and stuff like that. Where would you want your first store to be?
Soho, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Soho?
bruh, oh my god, I'd want it like right next to Kith, get all the hypebees, like come check, come get lit. And that's the thing, like that's what I'm getting right now, because kids are like, oh, I'm so fucking sick of Supreme, I'm so sick of palettes, like I want something new. And they'll come to my shop and they'll be like, this is actually really dope, like you're doing something that isn't as common. And granted, there are people that are painting like hand painted stuff, but
I know absolutely no one that's doing what you're doing. So shout out to Alexa.
Shout out to Ty.
Yeah, because I don't see, I really, like, I was like, what? I didn't even know, like, someone would think of this. Like, I didn't, like,
Really? Wait,
what?
are you
This is
gassing
crazy.
me?
No, I'm
You
dead
feel it
ass.
right
No,
now?
I'm dead ass. Yeah. Like, I was like, I even told everybody else, I'm like, yo, I got this interview with this girl. I'm like, her shit's really dope. Like, she does this with her hands, by herself. Who does that? Nobody we know does that. And, like, I know a lot of people. So for you to be, like, one out of nobody else that does this, like, that's serious. Like, that's really good. I'm happy for you. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. So, like, a lot of us, we stay up to, like, 4 or 5 in the morning, like, either just bullshitting or working. What would you say you're doing at that time? You could even be sleeping, honestly. What would you think you would be doing at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I'm knocked out.
Yeah?
I'm passed out. The latest I think I've stayed up was 12.
No.
But no, that's when school started though. Over the summer,
I see it.
okay.
I see it.
Over the summer, I was working. I was in grind mode. I would be so for one piece, it could take 5 hours for one piece.
Just for one?
Yeah.
So, like, how many do you do? Like, 5 hours?
The collection, so I have 11 things on my site. That collection itself took 4 months. And that's only 11 shirts. Well, not shirts, I had some jackets, but they didn't come out together. But that took like 4 months. It takes a minute.
No.
But it's so worth it to me, like the whole thing of you have something no one else will ever have. Like you had this mistake I made, but the next one will be perfect. But you rocked that mistake I made.
Yeah.
Because I finessed it. But honestly, yeah.
Like, you could see your work on people, like, as it progresses too. Like, oh shit, I did that back in 2016. Oh, look at this shirt in 2020. Like, it's just, like, you get to see yourself grow, and everybody else gets to see you grow, which is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So, like, what do? Do you put the things on the website, and then, like, as people order it, you do it like that? Or
So
you
I
just
have
it all
them.
made?
I have them already made. I got a couple orders. So I got like mad orders of the Yachty shirt where I just was like, bro, this isn't gonna work. But I did make a couple of them. I do make a couple. There's on my website to get in contact with me. I don't know how to access it, so just DM me or message me. But I've been getting a lot of requests. Do charge more because it's like whatever. But that's what I love about it. Like, I'm open. You'll get what you want from me, and you'll get something that's so original. I don't want to be one of those things that are like, oh my god, I missed that drop, and then resell. Like, that's so dumb to me, and that's not my objective at all. But I do want to be exclusive where, like, that's so sick, I've never seen it before.
Yeah. So like, your thing is, like, people need to catch you with what you're doing right now while they can.
Yeah,
because it's going to change up again.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like, my next collection, it's not gonna go how my first collection was at all, because I get inspired by other people. Like, I had a lot of inspirations at that time in my life when I was making the shirts. So now I'm obviously, I mean, every day your inspiration changes, I feel like. So obviously next collection is gonna be different, and I hope people fuck with it, but you know, we'll see.
I'm excited to see your next collection. So, like, you know, with our society, we have, in our generation, creatives, and then we also have the ones that are not so creative and don't like to see other people, you know, being successful. Have you ran into any people like that yet, or like anybody trying to steal what you're doing, your ideas?
People can try to steal what I'm doing, but like, you're never gonna get it like me. And I'm sorry that that's conceited as fuck.
No, that's true though.
That's so shiesty of people to be like, bro, I can do it. Okay, do it. Why haven't you done it?
Try it.
But I'm not fearful essentially of people trying to steal it. I'm fearful of people trying to ride a wave that they're fakely supporting, you know, like get close to me, get ideas. Because I'm very picky when it comes to people being a part of Ivy Rose brand. There's a lot of things I don't wanna like put out there. Like, you know, if you're lit off of Xanax, or if you're leaning every hour of the day, like, I really don't want you a part of Ivy Rose, because I feel like 1920, especially maybe the young girls for us, they're looking at us, and I don't want to be like, that's cool, that's because it's not.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't hate on people that do it, but if I love you, you're gonna know that I'm not gonna let you do it. Like, hell no, get that Xanax out of here, boy.
I can. So, you haven't ran into anybody who, like, tries to downplay what you're doing or anything, right?
No.
Good.
People have been really supportive.
Right? Like, I feel like the same with me. Like, I was, like, I always keep in the back of my head, like, yo, somebody's gonna, like, talk shit. Like,
I want someone to talk
like,
shit.
And I, surprisingly, nobody has said anything negative towards anything that I'm doing, or any of the people that I fuck with, anybody that I'm, like, I work with, it's always all good shit, and I'm like, wow, like, we need more people all over the world just like this, because, like, maybe someone is intimidated or afraid to be themselves, or create their ideas and put it on paper, put on a shirt, or, you know, do what I'm doing, interview people, talk to people, because they feel like people are going to be like, that's whack, don't do that. But, like, fuck what everybody has to think.
You'll never know if you don't do it,
Do what you want to do, what you got to do.
I was scared for a minute, but, you know, like, there was this one time where I was just crying to this kid, and I was like, what if no one buys my shit? And he was really good about it. He was like, if you're not gonna believe in yourself, who the fuck is? And I'm like, you're absolutely right. So, you know, I give myself a minute of self-doubt and then a whole day of being a confident ass bitch.
Good. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about being a fashion designer?
My favorite part is the looks on people's faces when they get their shirt. Like, it's so, oh my god, it's the best part, because it's one thing to see it hanging up, but like to see someone, you know, Snapchat, oh my god, the package came, oh my god, the shirt's here, oh my god, thanks.
Like, to be so excited, share the same excitement as you.
It's like these people aren't even like buying it out of pity or out of support, like they really genuinely want it. That's so dope. So that's the best part, honestly.
Have you seen anybody who like wear your shirts?
Yeah, they Snapchat it to me. I screenshot it. I save it, because when I sell out every shirt, I'm gonna make like a whole collage of like just dope ass. They're just like just them wearing it. So, but yeah, I save everything. Like, people Snapchat it to me, and they're like, why'd you screenshot it? And I'm
I need it.
I just need
I
it.
screenshot everything too. I'm like, they send me a sticker, and I'm like, screenshot.
Yeah.
It has nothing in the background. It's just a sticker. I don't care. I screenshot.
Yeah.
How did you like select the materials that you used for all your things, as in like the paint and why paint, not markers and stuff like that. Like
The paint. So the paint was just like spontaneous. First of all, I got the wrong paint at first, but we finessed that. It was like 3D paint. But it was my first time, so I got the paint. I was just shopping at Michael's, and I was like, "Where's the fabric paint?" And that's how that happened. And then the shirts, some of them, I mostly get them from H&M, just because I like H&M quality, you know. And I have a lot of people putting money into the company, which is dope. So like I have money to spend for it, so I want to get the best quality for, you know, the people buying it, because they're not cheap. They're $35, which I don't know, might be cheap to some people, but you know, us, like the struggling college kids, 20s, that's not cheap. And these shirts honestly should run for about $70, but I'm not I mean, I want some money.
I feel like people don't, the buyers, like the kids on the street, they see like $35, holy shit, that's so expensive, but really that's really cheap because of all the work that you have to put. Like, you have to buy all the paint. If you fuck up, you have to get a new shirt and start all over, like, and all the time and the blood and the sweat and the tears, like, it's a lot. So that's a discount. It's like it's cheap.
Right.
Yeah, so they need to appreciate that.
They get it now. At first, they were like, why are you gonna make it so expensive? I could just drop that on Supreme. And I'm like, okay, fine. So, you know, we're reasonable now.
Were the materials like difficult to work with? Did you have to get used to it? Like, yeah.
So, we don't sketch right, like, paint right on. First, what we do is we take fabric markers and we'll, draw it, and then we go over it in black paint outline, and then we paint it. That's like the process. So, it was really hard to get the gist of the shirt, because the shirt will like it's not paper. Paper's so much easier. So it was really hard. You know, you fuck up a lot, but you have to finesse. The easiest that I came across was this bomber and the denim jacket that I sold it. But
the Frank Ocean one.
But those were the easiest. I would say the plain white shirts are the hardest. It's like really backwards.
So like when you mess up, you just keep going?
Okay. There's no time to stop.
There's no time
to stop.
So like what, you take hour gaps in between, like let it dry, keep doing it? No?
I like get so in the zone. I put on Cardi. I'll have my paints, and I'll just be like, I'm getting this done. But I do wait overnight to obviously let it dry. Yeah. But there's no breaks really, and it's fine because I enjoy it. You know?
Yeah, that's cool. You said Vic Mensa, right? That he inspires you.
Yeah, I love him.
How did you like come across him?
Vic?
Yeah.
Vic I came across when he dropped his very first EP, and oh my god, I'm shutting. And basically he was wearing things that I've never seen before. Like, he was wearing a dog chain choker, like Doc Martens. He's so cool. Like, he'll express himself in the coolest way, and essentially I think that's what we need. We need a breath of fresh air. We need something new, you know? So, and he's so open about his views. Like, he'll be like, fuck this is racist. He'll say things that might make people uncomfortable, but that means,
but nobody
like,
else was gonna say it, so that's fine. Yeah.
So I loved his honesty. I love his style. I love him. Like, he's so funny. Like, on Snapchat, he was at the Kanye show, and he's singing "I Get the Drip from My Walk" as each model comes down. It was so funny. They were all falling.
Have you ever met him or anything?
No, I wish. That's definitely a main goal. I was supposed to go to the Kanye show too, but I thought I had class, and then class got canceled. And my manager actually got me the ticket, so it was like, it was, I fucking love him, but.
Where is it that you work?
I work at Uniqlo, but I have a manager for the website, because I do get orders and I do get, like, people to whatever. So he made, like, so I got, my website should cost about, like, it's up there, and I got it completely for free because of him. So he's so, like,
that's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
So what do you do, like, on your free time if you're not working on clothes?
In my free time, well, since school started, I'm probably, like, working on papers or stuff, but essentially what I'm really doing is I'm messaging anyone that I could think. I'm being like, hey, check this out. Like, the thing with both our fields is that you can't be shy.
Yeah.
And if you are, then you're not gonna get any connections.
Yeah.
The most connections I got is from not being shy, like from being like, hey, you're really like, check this out, like you inspired me, like French. So I have this friend who's a producer. Shout out to Austin. He's in the music industry. He like works with French Montana, DJ Khaled, and I'm like, I have a couple French shirts, and he was like, oh my god, like I'll show him. So you just have to know people, and if you don't know people,
all that
message
connects.
people.
Yes, just take the chance and like reach out. Is there anything that you want them to know that I didn't touch on, or any other exclusive information you want to tell them?
I said the headbands. I said the hats. Oh, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm getting a crisp pair of Air Force Ones, and we're gonna fuck them up. And basically, it's gonna be a giveaway. So it's like if you tag your friend, you know, some shit like that. But no, I want to give back because people support me and are dead ass like, bruh, I love Jersey. I love Jersey. I probably said that 17 times, but I love Jersey.
No, but good. That's how it should be. Do you know 070 Shake?
Yes.
And Ralphie Rivers
What?
and all them? I'm obsessed. Do you listen to her?
My friend Rita. I hope Rita's watching this. She hangs out with
Shout
all
out
of
to
them.
Rita.
Shout out to Rita.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
Everybody always says, like, when I had a Shay Show launch party the other weekend, my best friend gave me a gift. Like, she gave me a microphone. She's very creative, so she gave me, like, this piece of paper, and I opened it, and it has, like, my stickers all over it, and in little words all around this paper is, like, all the things that she thinks of me when, like, if she sees like a flower, like, oh, Shay loves that flower or whatever. So on this paper is like Ralphie Rivers, Yes Jules, 070 Shake, like Vans and all stuff. And I'm like, that's so funny because everybody that thinks of 070 Shake or listens to her music, they always come to me because they're like, I don't really know anybody else that fucks with her the way that you fuck. Literally every morning I have to play Honey, right? Like I have to play it because my day will go horrible if I
Wait,
don't
what's the
listen to
song
it.
that made you like discover her though?
I kind of like, I think it was the first. Yes Jules put out a video where it was a song. Oh, Them Dead. It was that, and it was the clip that they made the video, and it was like when the beat dropped and all that stuff. And I would literally go to her Twitter just because it wasn't out. So I'm like, I don't know how else I'm gonna hear it. So I would just go to her Twitter and I would play it again and play it again. I'm like, yo, I love this song. And then I started going on her SoundCloud and listening to everything else and like Trust Nobody and Sunday and all this stuff. And I was like, I love this girl, and I love all her music. So then I went to 1 a.m. Vibes party in New York City, and I met Ralphie Rivers. I took a picture with him. I was talking to him. I have him on Snapchat and Twitter now, and I have a low-key crush on him.
Stop.
Yes.
He's beautiful.
Right? So then I just started listening to 070 Shake when I go to work. Like, if I'm in the stock room, I'll like play it low-key. Shout out to Zara, just in case you're watching this. Don't get me in trouble. I will play it like in the back, and like everybody's like, oh, like who is this? And I'm like, I have to put everybody on Shake. I'm like, this is Shake. You need to listen to her and her whole team. Like they're so dope. So every morning I play Honey, and my day goes well. I listened to it this morning, and the sun's out. It's gonna be a good day, you know.
It's a good day.
So what's your favorite song from
Through
her?
the Speakers. That's what got me into it, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what got me to Shake, and I think, I don't know, but I listened to it every day. And I actually took a picture of my niece. She was dancing to it, and Shake, like, retweeted it. It was really cool. I was having a fangirl moment. It was lit.
And they're from Jersey, which is awesome. And
All the
they're
dance
not
people are.
Yeah, and they're not far from here either.
Yeah.